Number one, you want to look for cues. Is your baby ready? So how do you know that your baby is ready to start feeding himself? My baby started showing these cues around 1 year, 3 or 4 months. So that's when I started seeing that he wants to eat while we are eating. He has a favorite person while we are eating, especially it got really to his dad and wants to eat his food. In fact, he's never stopped that, but it showed me that he wants to imitate us a lot. And also he also wants his own spoon when you're feeding him, instead of like, because I'm assuming, because you're watching this video, most probably you feed your own baby, you don't have a feeding chair like me. So when you're feeding him, he also wants his own spoon. He has more appetite when he sees you guys eating, rather than when you are feeding him on his own feeding time, maybe before you're eating or after you've eaten. Number two, it's always a mess. Remember that very, very well. So don't try to control it. You want to train, not control here. You're teaching them, you're not trying to control them. So if they are playing with maybe their spoon, not their food, never play with food. If they are playing with their spoon, don't try to, like to take over. For example, sometimes when I give my baby maybe ugali and meat and like soup and kales, he'll start by eating maybe the kales on their own or ugali on his own. I am not trying to teach him how to do both at the same time. You want it to be as smooth as possible. Number three, you want to eat while they are eating. It's easier to train them while they can see you do it. Number four, use lots, and I mean lots of praise. If they've taken the spoon the right way, if they put it in their mouth, if they are eating, if whatever small achievement you can be able to see, use a lot of like praise, because you'll also be doing a lot of correcting. So while you are still correcting, use a lot and excessive praise, like the smallest thing makes everyone in the house clap, because this is a team duty. Start with their favorite foods. I know you know your baby's favorite foods. For at least that 1 week, you want to start with their favorite foods. Please put the broccoli away. For example, my baby's favorite food is ugali and soup and burger. So you want to make it as pleasant as possible. You want to make it as easy as possible. So you want to start with their favorite foods. If their favorite foods are yogurt, if their favorite foods is ugali and mala, whatever is their favorite foods, you're going to start there. You're going to introduce the less favorite foods, maybe broccoli and such essential foods. Yes, they're essential a bit later once they've caught on, but a week is enough, so don't sweat it. Use easy to remember keywords for mealtime. For example, my baby says more when he wants food, or if I want to tell him I want to give him food so that he can go and sit down, I say kitty, which means chair, and I say more, he runs, because he runs towards now the sitting area, the one sitting area for his food. Create a routine around the meal times. Please do not randomize the times that they are eating. It is more predictable. It's easier even for people who you live with these tasks. So please, as much as possible, create a definite meal times. Really, babies respond to a bit of order, and they really like order. Avoid a lot of distractions. I know it's the easiest thing to just put on Cocomelon or Miss Rachel, and during this time, please make it as immersive and as teachable as possible. Let their concentration be on this new task. Remove the distraction, they remove the screen time, remove the play out of the area for that moment while you're making them understand this new concept. Otherwise, they won't really grasp it if there's too much going on. If they still haven't caught on, please be patient. But the eighth tip is, maybe you can use other kids. For example, like my baby sees kids who are like 4 or 5 years old. He likes eating with them. He can replicate what he sees them doing. I've seen this work with someone else, who, like a kid who already is doing what they're doing, the exact thing that they are doing, that you want them to be able to do. Kids really learn from each other so fast, even talking and other activities. So if your child has still not caught on, please try that. If you like this content and more content like this, please let me know. If this has been helpful for you, please also let me know. I'm trying to potty train my baby. My baby has been sleeping for 12 hours straight since he was 12 months. If those are the tips that you'd like for me to talk more about, please let me know. Bye.